Welcome. This is day 14 of Cultivate Patience, Introduction to Ashtanga, and today is a rest day. We're going to rest and restore with some gentle yoga. So if you have props, this would be a time to use them, especially, or some blocks, maybe blankets or some cushions from a chair or a sofa, so that we can be comfortable here on our mat. We're going to get started on our backs. So maybe you want to take your blocks underneath your knees or your pillows or rolled up towels or blankets, just so that your back, and you can come down to one side or you can come straight down if that's okay with your back. Maybe putting a little towel underneath for support for your neck. Make sure you have enough space behind you and around you. And then soften your gaze or maybe close your eyes. Just notice how you feel the support of the earth with your props. Feeling the breath move through your body. Without trying to control anything, just watching it. As you inhale, you're saying, I am. And as you exhale, calm. Or another word, peace. Happy. And slowly begin to turn your head to the right if that feels comfortable. There's still lots of space around your neck. You're not forcing anything. You're taking slow and even breaths. I am safe. I am comfortable. Bringing your awareness to your shoulders and seeing if you can let them slide away from your ears if they've crept up. Just trying to release as much tension as you can from your whole body. Taking just a few more breaths on this side. And then slowly, without much effort, bringing your head back up to center. Just noticing how you feel all around your neck. Taking another deep inhale. And as you exhale, lowering your head to the left. There should never be any pain in yoga. Just feel some gentle sensation, stretch. Just finding your area of resistance. Perhaps you're still repeating the I am mantra in your mind with every breath. As you try to relax all around your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, letting your tongue relax. As you breathe space all around your neck and your shoulders. Taking just a couple more breaths here. And then, without much effort, gently bringing your head back to center. Noticing how you feel. And
going to bring our awareness again to our shoulders as we reach our arms out to the side, keeping our hands down on the floor, stretching our arms out to a T. Just noticing how your hands are. Are your palms up? Are your palms down? Maybe rotating the whole arm so that now the palm is the other way. And noticing how that feels. You can stay at the T, or you can keep sweeping your arms as if they were going to go straight over your head. Maybe they do. Maybe they stay in a Y position. You want your hands to be resting on something. Either, if that's not possible, if you go up too high, maybe you take a pillow under your hands. Or maybe you bring your arms down closer towards your hips. Feeling a gentle stretch all around the shoulders and the chest. You're still working on melting your shoulders away from your ears. Lots of space around your neck. Maybe you're noticing a stretch on the inner arm, all the way down the side body. Your back body, the space behind your heart. If it ever gets to be too much, the height that it is, your arm, you can lower it down or even all the way down. I'm going to take 3 more breaths here. Maybe reaching your arms straight over your head if that's possible. And sweep your arms back down towards your hips. Like you're making a snow angel. When your arms are by your sides with your palms up or your palms down, you keep your back on the mat. You're going to lift your shoulders up by your ears and lower your shoulders away. Your arms reach closer towards your feet. 2 more times, elevating your shoulders and lowering your shoulders. 1 more lift and lower. And draw your right knee into your chest. You can hold on behind the thigh if that feels comfortable. And with your knee bent, you can make circles of your right ankle. Spread through your toes. Trying to relax everywhere else. Reverse the circles. And then maybe start to straighten your leg towards the ceiling. It does not have to go straight. And bend. Straighten. And bend. Last time, straighten. And bend. And then release the right leg back onto your prop. Taking a moment to just notice your leg, your right hip. Maybe your right side feels a little bit longer. And we're going to do the other side. You're going to draw that left knee in towards your chest. Maybe holding on behind the thigh, or if you have a strap, you can hold a strap around the thigh. And you can start to rotate your left ankle in one direction. And then reverse. I am comfortable. And then pause and start to straighten that leg towards the ceiling and bend, not forcing anything. Just a couple more times here. And then bend the knee again and straighten the leg. Just noticing the balance in your body. How you feel perhaps compared to when you started. We're going to roll over onto our side. Whichever side feels comfortable. Taking a moment to pause. And then gently pressing yourself up. Nice and slow, not much effort. We're going to make our way to all fours. Now you can use a blanket or some cushion underneath your knees, if you would like, or you can maybe use a second mat. I'm just going to take some gentle circles here. We've been working on our neck, our shoulders, our ankles. I'm going to work a little bit more on our hip and our wrists. Going nice and slow. Breathing into your body.
And then reversing the circles. Now, if it's not comfortable on your knees, you could stay seated instead and take some seated circles with maybe rolling your wrists. And you can keep going with the circles, or you can add in some cat-cow. As you inhale, you lift your tailbone, you open up your front body. And as you exhale, you start to round your spine, tucking your chin towards your chest, feeling a nice stretch and space in between your shoulder blades. And then you can repeat that, or you can do this with circles. Maybe shaking your hips and looking back behind you. Just a few more breaths here. Then we're going to come to a seat. So you can sit up on something like a edge of a pillow. We're going to straighten our legs, grab your blocks. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Then you're going to bend your left knee and keep your right leg straight. We're going to do a version of a head to knee pose. So you can take your blocks or books or something around your leg and maybe place your towels or pillows on top. And then you can just cross your hands and fold your head. Or you can reach for your foot. Maybe you have a strap. This is not an active stretch as it will be in the Ashtanga sequence when we get to the seated work. This is a passive stretch. So we feel a nice lengthening in the back of the right leg and opening around the left hip. You can always pad up your left knee as well with some pillows or props. You can take your hands and place them around your head or your chin. Just letting your body invite you into the stretch. Releasing tension and stress with every exhale. If it doesn't feel good to fold over the leg, you can stay upright, you can have your back to a wall. About 3 more breaths. And without much effort, if you've folded, start to come back up nice and slow. We're going to take a gentle twist here. You can move the props over out of the way. Lift your left knee up, holding on to the thigh or the shin. Taking your right hand behind you, maybe on a block, or just tented up on the mat. Sit up nice and tall. Just take a little twist to the right. Maybe your head goes as well, feeling a gentle stretch on the side of the neck again. Sitting up nice and tall as you just spiral your torso right from above your navel in this open twist. And then slowly start to turn your head back forward if it was turned. And straighten that left leg. Notice how you feel. We're going to go to the other side. So you're going to bend your right knee this time. Maybe placing that cushion underneath the knee. This hip is a little bit more open, so I'm not going to do that. And then setting up your props so that you can fold forward or stay upright. You can stack other blocks on top or books, more pillows. Bringing the floor up to you. So you can feel that gentle stretch in the right hip, the left leg, the hamstring, maybe the calf, the back of the knee. Gentle stretch. If you're folding over, feeling a stretch in your back. Just try to release all muscular effort here, except for what's holding you up. Let gravity help to open up through your hip, your leg, your back, your spine. Just gently scanning your body. Where can you relax? I am grateful. Another few breaths here. And slowly, without much effort, start to make your way up if you folded. Gently lifting that right knee up, holding on to the right shin, taking your left hand behind your back, maybe on a block or a pillow. You could stay right here, sitting up nice and tall, opening up through your collarbones. Or you could start to spiral and twist to the left. Maybe your head starts to turn and you feel that gentle stretch in your neck. Your shoulders nice and soft away from your ears. Lots of space all around your low back. You're not dumping down to your back. But sitting up tall and seeing where you can turn. And then slowly start to turn your head forward and come back forward. Our final pose today is going to be legs up the wall. If you're near a wall, you can go there. If not, you can do this on your mat. with either a pillow underneath you or a block. I'll demonstrate that first, and then we'll go to the wall. So you can lie down on one side, bring your feet to the mat, press your feet down, lift your pelvis up, slide the block under your hips, not your low back. You want there to be lots of space for your back. And then you can just play with lifting up one or both legs. And you could stay here. You can open your legs wider. You don't want there to be any pressure around your neck. You could put some padding under your shoulders. So you could do that without a wall, but if you have a wall, scoot your hip up towards the wall. You can have a pillow or a block nearby. And then you could press your feet in to the wall. This is not the wall, but I'm going to pretend it is. And you could rest your arms down by your side. Your hips could be about 6 inches away from your wall, if that feels comfortable. You can cover yourself up with a blanket. You could take your feet even wider. You can even take a straddle here. And your hands can be on your inner thighs if your legs are open. Or they could just rest by your hips. You could take one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Or you could reach your arms over your head like we did at the very beginning of the practice. Seeing if you have more space now in your body. Maybe taking opposite elbows. And your arms might not go down to the floor behind your head if you're grabbing your opposite elbows, and that's okay. If it's not comfortable, you don't have to do it, or you can maybe take a block behind you to rest your hands on. We're going to be here about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. If at any time it's not comfortable, you can come down. You can take a traditional savasana or lie on your side. Just seeing where you can release tension and let go. You're grabbing opposite elbows above your head. Maybe switch which elbow is on top. If your legs are out wide, you can always take your legs to a butterfly shape as well, bringing the soles of your feet together on your wall.
Or if you don't have a wall and your legs are up, you can bring them down and do a butterfly with or without the block under your pelvis. It's more intense with the block. You have about 5 more breaths. If your legs are up the wall, slowly start to bring your feet to the wall. Press up, remove any prop, and gently come down on one side, pausing. The same if your legs are up in the middle of the room on a block. You can lower your feet to the mat. Lift your hips up, remove the block or the prop, and roll to one side. And take the next few breaths to gently come up, no rush. When you find a comfortable seat, maybe sitting up on your props, take your hands to heart center. Just noticing how you feel on this rest and restore day. In gratitude for our breath, our body, our practice, we will close with the sound of Om, the divine sound of the universe. If you would like to join in, inhale. Om. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me know in the comments how it felt in your body,
how you're doing with the series, any questions at all. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you tomorrow.